I'll edit this out. But it was
Okay.
it was a show in Queens.
Yeah.
For Fighting Spirit Wrestling, they did a joint show with Amaro Productions. And Amaro, the whole deal of the show was USA versus Puerto Rico versus Mexico.
Oh,
right?
okay.
Right. So like on paper, that's a dope idea. And then also on paper is the fact that they brought in all this talent from Puerto Rico and then all this talent from Mexico. And like, I'm not talking about like, J Brones. I'm talking like they brought in fucking Bestia 666. They brought in fucking Halloween and Damien.
Oh, wow, that's cool.
Like, yeah, like
that's
top.
really cool.
I think the Blue Demon was on the show. It was fucking like legit. And Slykk and I were in a 5 or 6 way. It was me, Slykk, Sam Shields.
Oh, okay.
And I think it was a 5-way with 2 guys from Puerto Rico. So like, off the bat, it was like, well, we're all going to be trying to squeeze everything in for a scramble because, you know how scrambles are. But the bigger thing was that like the show really didn't have much of a structure. It started late. The draw was fucking paltry for the money they put in, to the point where like people weren't getting paid at the end and were throwing fits, and like people were ready to pick fights with like Savio Vega and Chicky Star, who were both on, again, like Puerto Rican fucking legends, because they were like doing like show running, like in addition to what they were doing on the show, they were like helping out. So when people were looking for their pay, they're going to these guys and they're like, oh, I have no idea. So people are getting pissed off at them. Yeah, craziness. But the one thing I remember from the match, like outside of it just being like, your run of the mill 5-way scramble, everybody gets their shit in match, was one of the Puerto Rican dudes refused. I guess like his entrance music wasn't what he picked, and refused to enter until they played his music. Which like in what's the word I'm looking for? Like, in hindsight, it's like, well, like just fucking walk out, whatever, man.
Yeah, right, exactly.
But like he made the point backstage. He goes like, first of all, we got a crowd full of Latinos, and the music that you play for my entrance is like country music. It's like, yo, I'm like, how am I supposed to get over with that? So I'm gonna come out and the people ain't gonna give a fuck. Like, give me something. So it was what it was. But that was my match against Slykk. It was super easy, smooth like butter.
Yeah.
So